can you say? But there is quite the crowd out there, as he said, the little ones, the women, people who may not have been big Blackhawks fans before have now joined the bandwagon, like me. Yes, that's true. Who've now joined the bandwagon, and I have a crush and all that other kind of stuff. So, okay, what can I say? I'm a Blackhawks fan. And, hey, best time to do it when they win the Stanley Cup, right?
Get on the bandwagon. There's room for everybody.
I'll stay.
I have to give Pat a shout-out. He was in Boston with us.
Yeah.
And he and his producer, Nick, took that gray crate and put a couple of Stanley Cup stickers on it, put on black suits and white gloves, and walked it around Boston like it was the Stanley Cup.
Right. People believe?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Are you serious?
And they were walking down the street and they dropped it on the ground a couple of times, and people were just horrified. And then they opened it up and it had a Blackhawks jersey in it, and then Pat started screaming Blackhawks. I mean, it was one of the great pieces of TV I've seen in a while.
Anybody swing at him?
No, they all took it pretty well.
We're glad to hear
the Boston people were good, you know. You hear a lot of bad things about them sometimes, about how rough a town it is.
I think Philly's worse, but...
Oh, worse.
Yeah.
10 times worse. I won't forget soon when Philadelphia, when we played the Flyers in the finals in 2010, the Hawks buses had to leave from a tunnel. It's kind of like Randolph. There was a place where fans would line up and watch the buses leave. Man.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, they threw so much stuff down on them. You know, cursing, spitting.
I mean, it's the only city in America that has a jail underneath its stadium.
Well, that's true. The football stadium.
There's a reason for that. Yeah. There's a reason for that. You saw a little while ago all the confetti coming out after the on top of the double-decker bus. 26 buses in all, I think. Our Rich King is on number 21, and he's there with the mascot and my new boyfriend Patrick Sharp and some other people on the bus, some other players. I think Patrick Sharp even had his little daughter there. I think she was so cute. The one we saw in the picture last night, who was with the cup.
You know,
he had the cup
Duncan
last
Keith
night.
is on there. You know, Norris Trophy winner. Some other guys.
Yeah, those other guys.
Some other, those other ones.
Yeah.
Some other guys who aren't Patrick Sharp.
Exactly.
Patrick Sharp has no idea who I am. Has no idea that I'm talking about him right now. But oh, there's the cup. Look at that great shot.
Oh yeah, up in front now.
It's traveled.
That's Rocky and Jay and John and that group.
That's the management.
We haven't seen the coach yet. Where is he?
Yeah, can we talk briefly about Coach Quenneville? I mean, how about that? I mean, this is Hall of Fame material now. I mean, you take two teams, one that was on its way up. They had Taves, they had Kane, so they had some, obviously they had some core. But he turns them into a champ in 2010. And then, you know, as this coaching type analysis goes, oh, he's being outcoached, oh, he adjusted so well in Detroit, he adjusted so well with Los Angeles, and he obviously adjusted with Boston, and he's got 2 cups. And we may be on our way to hopefully more.
Well, there's certainly a pretty good chance of it, and he was a master in the playoffs, especially in that last round. You know, they were scuffling some. They lost those 2 games in a row, and were having a tough time getting the puck in the back of the net. He made adjustments. He put those guys back together again, Kane and Taves and Bickle, and the next thing you know, 3 games later, boom, you're hoisting the cup. And to beat Boston 3 times in a row, are you kidding? I mean, that's pretty good. This is the team that swept the Penguins in the conference finals.
Right, and Toronto had that, amazing comeback, to which the Toronto Sun thanked the Chicago Blackhawks on its front page, saying, thanks for beating the you-know-what out of Boston.
That may have ruined Toronto for a decade.
I think you may be right.
But Detroit's always the biggest contender, right? Aren't they the ones they always want to be?
They're the standard. They're the gold standard.
Well, they're their arch rival.
Right.
Although that all changes this year because of realignment. The Hawks are in the West now, and the Wings are headed for the Eastern Conference, so they're not going to see each other more than a couple times a year now.
Okay.
But they are the gold standard because they've won so many cups. They've been to the playoffs so many times.
That's the bad news for the rivalry. The good news is there's a chance now they can meet in the Stanley Cup final.
And Pat
Could you imagine that?
Pat Tomasulo has some new friends with him.
Some new friends, indeed. We've known each other for what, 18, 17 seconds?
That's all you need.
Who are you most excited to see today, my man?
Kane.
Kane?
MVP, yeah.
How about you?
Taves.
Taves? 2 very popular choices out here.
I love him.
You love Kane. He's nice. Yeah. What do you love about him?
Oh, he's so attractive.
He's a very handsome man. Now, pre-mullet or post-mullet? Do you like him?
I like the mullet.
You like the mullet? Mullet with the lines in the side? Yeah, why not? Now, Micah is very partial to, I don't know if you've been watching our broadcast, she's mentioned it 3 or 4 dozen times. She likes Patrick Sharp. What are your feelings on him?
Not as good as Kane.
Not as good as Kane.
No, Kane.
Would you like to go and debate her on live TV? We have a lot of time to fill today. I think that's an argument she'd like to have.
Come on over.
Come on over. Go ahead that way.
Come
I'm
on
sure
over.
they'll let you in. Just go ahead. Go ahead. You're fine.
Come on up.
She's a young,
Hey, what's up,
impressionable
bro?
girl, you know.
How you doing, man? What happened to your shirt today?
Right here.
How come those are nice? Plant, why don't you pick those up? Just a little bit. Your mother's watching.
you.
Pick them
Thank
up. Look like a respectable young man. Who are you excited to see today?
Hossa, Taze, my boy Kane. Man,
Answer now. Yeah. Do it again. And look like a gentleman this time. Yeah.
I'm excited to see Kane. That's my boy. He's my favorite player on the team. Hossa, you know what it is. What's good?
Yeah, you know what it is. You know what it is. I guess he and Kane are boys. They grew up together. He's from Buffalo, apparently. They're boys. Got a lot of boys out here. Who are you excited to see today?
My boy Brandon Saad.
He's not your... Okay, he's your boy. You can say he's your boy.
my boy.
What do you like about Brandon Saad?
He had an amazing season, and he's just a rookie, and he's got a lot more to go.
He is good. I'll tell you what, we got to send it back to you. I'll be keeping busy here with my newfound friends. Dogs, watch that armpit.
You know what to do is
This hour of celebration.